talking of snazzy modern stuff, this is a snazzy modern ultrasound scanning machine.
It's a Sonosite M Turbo, which is an American machine. It was made for the American military, and it's designed to be robust and simple to use. A lot of ultrasound machines have loads of knobs and dials and buttons, and can make booting the unit up and getting it set up take more time than one wants it to. I want something that I can just switch on and very quickly be having a look, because I like to use ultrasound a bit like a stethoscope in that it's like, oh, well, let's have a quick listen, let's have a quick look. And I use it literally as part of my kit, and I don't I don't book people particularly for a separate appointment for their ultrasound. I just do an ultrasound there and then if I think it's appropriate, and we'll talk about the reasons why we might do that in a minute. But this boots up really quickly. It's nice and simple to use. It's gone out of production. It's been superseded by a different model, but it's it's been produced by the tens of thousands. So it's a bit like the Ford Mondeo of ultrasound scanners. Also, I didn't want something that would take up a lot of room in my practice. My practice is only a modest size. I want to be able to have it on a little trolley that I can just push away out of the way, and it's not dominating the whole of the treatment room. So it's nice and small, and it's been very good. So if people are looking to go for an ultrasound machine, then something like this, I think for a clinician like a chiropractor or an osteopath, I think is a good unit. But
I'm intrigued that you say
it's
a military standard machine, because my experience of military standard equipment, which is reasonably extensive, or was, is that it's generally fairly robust. It doesn't make it reliable, but it's always 10 times more expensive than the civilian equivalent. What did yours cost when you bought it?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it was about £15,000.
15 grand?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So you and I were talking about returns on investment earlier on. You've got to scan a lot of people to get your 15 grand back, haven't you?
Completely. And I think that's the thing that you've always got to ask yourself is, are you looking to make a return on it? Is it going to be profitable? I always did it just as part of the deal. I never charged people for ultrasound scans. And if I felt someone needed it, I would suggest to them that we did it. I wouldn't say, and by the way, we'll be charging you a fee for this. It was just part of what we did. No, I wouldn't scan every patient, but the ones I did scan, I didn't charge for. And, if I was doing a repeat scan, I wouldn't want patients to feel that they were going to get charged a second time for an ultrasound scan. I just wanted it to be a bit like a stethoscope, something we just use. It's just, and I think that's what's going to be the future. At the moment, most chiropractors and osteopaths don't use diagnostic ultrasound. Most GPs don't use diagnostic ultrasound. But I think, and this has created a little bit of conflict that we'll talk about a little bit later. But my prediction is that GPs of the future, and maybe chiropractors and osteopaths, I hope so, in the future, will be using systems like the butterfly ultrasound, which is a handheld probe which you can plug into your iPhone, and you can have a quick look. And
Butterfly's a brand name rather than a technique.
Absolutely. Butterfly's a brand name, and you will find GPs will be doing this in the future. Chiropractors, osteopaths, physios will be using things like that. These are pocket-sized things, and this will seem huge by comparison.